The only thing I can find that explains your enhanced capabilities is the energy wave. When it hit, you experienced a power surge that forced your circuitry to form new connections. I have never seen a droid with your abilities. You are in uncharted territory.
Bridge status report.
Not sure, Captain. Multiple incidents. Looks like cafeteria, core control, research, mixed data coming through.
Issue a shipwide alert and get repair and engineering assessment teams out now. I'll get back to you.
Yes, sir.
Annie.
Yes, Captain.
Priority 1 access.
Voice print confirmed. Priority 1 acknowledged.
Can you give me the status of core control, research, and cafeteria, please?
Core control data unavailable. Interconnects may be damaged. Research data partially available. Research computers offline. Research cameras report malfunction. Research atmosphere registers negative. Research temperature...
Research atmosphere registers negative?
Yes, sir.
Confirm that.
Atmospheric sensors in surrounding areas intact. Atmospheric diagnostics in process. Temperature sensors indicate near zero levels. Atmospheric diagnostics completed. Results are nominal, sir.
What's the current duty roster for research?
Research scheduled to launch probe 1073. Required staff, research scientists, Milty Ren Kasona, Saya Lorvit, Eric McCaw, Theo.
Annie.
Captain. Sir, we have a situation.
Come with me. This is Captain Brent Letarri. Priority 1 access. Initiate emergency unlock procedure.
Nice job. I've uploaded the voice print to your hacked chip. Let's go to the bridge and see if it works.
This is Captain Letarri. Priority 1 access. Initiate emergency unlock procedure.
Polarizers and optical shutters activated. Incoming luminance reduced to 0.1%.
Sir?
Yes, Lorvet.
As you know, we are monitoring the unusual solar disturbance. Our remote exploration schedule begins tomorrow. But with the readings I'm getting, I feel we should launch a probe now to monitor the sun's activity. It's just about ready to go. We just need your permission to launch.
Agreed. Do it.
Captain?
Renardon, I have to go meet with Manet for cargo inspection. And then I'll be in my quarters if you need me.
Yes, sir.
Karina,
Captain,
I understand from Renardon that you've decided to ignore my orders to evacuate.
that's right. Sir, if we abandon ship, how can we provide for ourselves, let alone the people coming in 6 months?
I understand your desire to remain behind. But if we stay here, we'll all be dead. And then where will the migration be?
What's the point of them leaving Taratha and Pelinus if there's nothing for them to come to?
Karina, I'll be honest with you. Chief Alavaji received a lethal dose of radiation.
What?
He's volunteered to stay behind to try to fix the ship, but he may not succeed. At this point, anything we build on the ground is better than everything dying on board this ship.
Sir, if Alavaji repairs the ship, how do you expect him to navigate it back?
If he gets Annie back online, he would only need to plot a rough flight plan till New Letarri. Once the ship is within range, you could do the precision orbital flying with an uplink from the surface, but all his work will be for nothing if you are not on New Letarri. You're the only one left who's qualified to remote pilot the ship.
All right.
Good. Let's go.
This is Chief Engineer Danir Alavaji of the Letarri. I'm transmitting this in a loop on emergency frequencies, as long as our power holds up, in the hopes that it will be found by a rescue and recovery team. Our ship has been sabotaged. The research lab has suffered a hull breach. Our central computer has been disabled, and the core has been damaged. We're losing power and leaking radiation. My hope now is to repair the ship well enough to get it back on course to New Letarri. If I can seal off the reactor leak, restore power, and bring the computer back online, we might still be able to meet the mission objectives. The forward elevator was damaged in one of the explosions, which is making it difficult for me to get to and from the bridge. I've used my master keycard to unlock all areas of the ship with a control console on the bridge in order to make repairs. Unfortunately, I don't think I can get near the core. The radiation levels are too strong, even for the hazard suits. I'm going to try to get Annie up and running. She may be able to remotely switch on the emergency containment field.
It appears that Chief Alavaji was trying to get the ship back on course to New Letarri. But even with his tremendous knowledge, skill, and experience, he failed. The shuttles in the hangar may be gone, but Alavaji's keycard will give you access to the factory where you can build another one. But there's a problem. The factory is powered by the core, which was damaged in one of the explosions. We'll have to go through power control on level 1 to try to fix it. It is now clear to me that the prominence energy wave somehow caused your processing abilities to exceed your original specifications. At this point, you become capable of independent thought. I can continue to advise you, but from now on, the final decisions are up to you. I trust that you'll do what's best for the mission. This has to be propulsion control. That tube in the floor is an observation line to monitor the engine plasma flow.
Hi, Rafe. I had to update the Haslocker combination while you were off duty. I used your birthday for the new code. Hope you're feeling better soon. Bye.
Damage to Annie and her network is significant. I had to attempt a nearly complete reboot, and without Zamith, it took several hours just to get the most basic modules restarted. There's another problem. I'm going to need to reroute power from the factory to the engines if there's any chance of getting the ship moving again. But it looks like the power coil in the main conduit of power control is burnt out, and I can't replace it without getting electrocuted. Ref. Looks like I lost the pool, too. The Prominence erupted and unleashed a massive wave of energy that struck the ship. Annie got knocked offline again, and systems show waste processing, the Skyway and central computer control are locked down. Hydroponics is reporting a fire. Okay. I think it's a cascade of interconnect failures, but I have no time to repair it. And I'm not sure how long my keycard will continue to override the door locks. As it is, the bridge is in a lockdown state, and I'll have to use voice recognition just to get inside again. Without Annie's help, I have no choice but to try to fix the core by myself.
This was the core control room. One of the explosions occurred here. The debris and blast patterns indicate that the explosion originated from that console at the far end. It's surprising that both Alavaji and Harije were not killed instantly.
To the ankles now, okay?
No kidding. Hey, by the way, I spoke to Rafe earlier. He said, tell Harije to do himself.
Sounds like he's feeling better already. Maybe you should get back in here so we can stop covering for his lazy. What the? Hey, look!
Harije, get to power control. Short the feed from your core to keep the overload from moving forward. No one comes back here and claim the effect of leakage. Yes, sir. This is not good.
Patient report, Dr. Ima Raitessa. I'm reporting on the status of R. Sakara, ID 92559. Patient suffered an